We're going to be unboxing the Shark TurboBlade, which is actually quite an ironic name for this fan because it is in fact bladeless. It doesn't have any of your traditional fan blades. What it does offer is a modern design that's going to project your airflow up to 20 meters, and it allows you to customize that airflow as well. Now, just before we get into this, I do want to stress that we actually purchased this fan ourselves, the wife and I, so it's not a sponsored video from Shark or anything. So I'll pop the documentation down here. Now, the box does include this remote control, and what's great is we get the batteries here too. So, I mean, it's a premium product. I'd be disappointed if that wasn't the case. But there's the actual remote, so that's going to allow you to access all of the controls you need to customize the airflow. Let's get some of this packaging out of the way as we take out the main stand for the fan, and it does have quite a bit of weight to it. So, as I mentioned, this is a premium fan. It is well built. I can already tell that before getting it out of the packaging here. But yeah, it's not exactly a portable model, so to speak. So yeah, once you've set this up, you are going to want to generally keep it in place and then use the customizable controls in order to get the positioning of the airflow how you want it. And then we'll take out the final box and then we'll get the fan assembled. Right, let's get that out of the way. And there we have one of the two actual blowing mechanisms. So we'll pop that down. In here, in this second bag, we have the second of those two, along with the rest of the fan. And that's actually all joined together already. It's already pre-assembled. Let's get this turned around the proper way. And you can actually see on the top here, we have a lock and an unlock sticker, so we know what direction to install the main fan system. Now, assembly itself shouldn't be too complicated. Just here, next to my finger, hopefully you can see on camera, there's a very small red arrow, okay, on the main base. And then on this section here, on the pole, we also have another red arrow, which is just on the side there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it is there. It is visible in person. So we just make sure that they are aligned, and then we twist in order to lock. And we twist it clockwise as I'm looking at it. There we go. I heard the click. Let's just pull the camera back a little more so we can see the whole thing. So this is much bigger than, you know, a lot of other fans that you've probably used before. And we just now need to install the second of the actual main fan system thingy components. And that will go up here, which is going to have it interfering with the ceiling. So let's get this moved around. Yeah, we can just twist that now. Just like that. I'll move it over close to the centre. And then it's just a case of popping this one into place. So one of the great things is you can twist these around up to 180 degrees and really have them in the directions that you want to have that airflow pushed out to. Just bring the table up a touch so that my face isn't hidden. On the back we have the filter, which is easily removable and cleanable. And when we remove these stickers down the bottom here, then we get the full oscillation of the bass as well. And if you think this isn't big enough, then you can go ahead and increase the height. At this point, it's not even in the shot anymore. So yeah, this thing is quite a substantial size. Let's just bring that down for the purposes of the video. And I've just gone ahead and plugged the fan into power. So let's go ahead and push the button here. And yes, that's very quiet on the initial setting, but I can definitely feel the airflow there. Now, of course, you do have the remote controller, but using the button on the front, you just have to hold this down. So what I'm doing now is just increasing the airflow to its maximum power. Yep, I can feel that coming out at a good rate. Now, of course, as I've already alluded to, you can make all the adjustments you need, including to the height, to the actual, you know, blowing mechanism here. We can turn that around. We can turn the individual parts around up here as well, so we can get the airflow in different directions, and we can oscillate the bass manually too. But if you want this more vertically, then absolutely you can position it like this. You're still going to get the airflow coming out as you would expect. So you don't have to have it in that horizontal position. This vertical position is likely to be a little bit of a more appropriate profile, for example, for many people. But I am going to make a complete video review on this fan once I've really put it through its paces, so make sure you stick around for that. But there we have it then, guys. This is the TurboBlade from Shark, one of their brand new fan models that they've just released. But first impressions are definitely positive. This feels like a solid bit of kit, definitely unique in terms of fans. Not had anything quite like this before. So let's see how it all works out. But thanks so much for stopping by, checking out the video, and I'll catch you soon.